Hey YouTube, it's the Gambling Guru. This is my first edition of my daily pick'ems for the MLB season. I know we're halfway through the MLB season, trade deadline's almost here, but here we are. Um, so for our first game, we have Phillies and Marlins. I don't particularly like this spot for either team really. Uh, if you force me to make a pick on this game, I would probably go Phillies money line, just because Taiwan Walker, he's been a little bit of a slump right now. He's not been pitching as well as he was 2 weeks ago and prior. Um, he's just due to get back into rhythm, get back into form, and this Phillies lineup is hands down better than the Marlins. It's not. I don't think it's really close. Um, if you could probably convince me at plus 146 on the run line, but it's just not. It's just not a spot that I love. It's a pass for me. But if you force yourself to pick it, I would go Phillies money line. Uh, Next up, we got Brewers at Nationals. Corbin Burns. Um, I There's not really great value here. I would, if you force me to make a play on either one of these, it would for sure be Brewers on the run line. It's minus 122, which isn't great odds, but I mean, I think that's a lot with Burns on the mound. I don't see the Nationals scoring more than 3 runs this entire game, especially given how good the Brewers bullpen has been. You got guys like Devin Williams. I mean, there's just, if Burns can go 7 innings, there's no way the Nationals score more than 2 runs this game. I like Brewers minus 1.5, but I don't love the value. It's not on my ticket for today, but this line just dropped like as soon as I click record. Rays at minus 132 with Glasnow on the mound is absurd, especially given how bad this Yankees offense has been. I would be willing to throw 2 units on Rays money line, especially against Domingo Germán. The Rays are coming off an 8-run. No, I take that back. They beat the Astros and they scored 9. The Rays bats might be back, and I'm a huge fan of Tyler Glasnow. Talent-wise, he's probably a top 10 pitcher in the league. His strikeout rate is there. His hard hit percentage is low. He doesn't get barreled a lot. And this Yankees team got absolutely embarrassed yesterday against the Orioles. I mean, I don't see how the Rays are minus 132. If I was making the line, I would I would at least make this. I would at least have the Rays at minus 190. Like, this is insane value. This is my first lock of the night. Rays money line on the road. And now here's the fun stretch of games. These aren't locks, but these are likes, and I have a couple plays on these next few games. Baltimore Orioles at Blue Jays. They got Kyle Gibson facing Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett has been exceptional at home this year. But I just think it's a bad spot with the amount of lefties that he's going to see. His numbers are substantially worse against left-handed bats. The amount of lefties in the Baltimore Orioles lineup, they have 7 lefties in their lineup. And every single one of them hits for power. And you're telling me that they're underdogs with the stint that they're on? Like, this Orioles team is the real deal. They're for sure a top 2 team in the American League. Like, this Orioles team isn't a joke. I have Orioles plus 126 on my ticket today. I absolutely love it. I'm not locking it in because there is a chance that Bassett could shove, but I like the Orioles' chances, and I'm willing to take Orioles plus money any day. Out of these, I'm not picking the total of both teams. I don't like the over or under 10. I think that'll probably push. But what I do like, if we go and we look at Atlanta Braves total runs. Where did I see this? Hold up. The Atlanta Braves offense is so back, especially since they're at home. They're averaging over 6 runs a game at home. Where is it? Give me one moment. The Atlanta Braves, team total runs is at 5.5 right now, and it's at minus 120. That is also another play. It's on my ticket. Here it is. Oh, it's at minus 118. If you guys can get this at anything lower than this, I would be running. I would be laying at least one unit on this. There's no way that the Braves score less than 6 runs. I could see this being like a 8-2, 7-1 victory. I don't trust the Angels to be able to keep up with this team. Or you could do minus 1.5, but there is always a chance that Charlie Morton shits the bed. But the Braves team total over 5.5 is golden. I don't have any notes for Guardians Astros. I don't like the spot for Syndergaard having to face the Astros. I believe it's his first start as a Guardian. I just don't like. There's not much value on the Astros side. I have no idea if the Guardians lineup is going to show up against JP France. I have absolutely no lean on that game. Padres at Rockies. We're going to Coors Field, and of course the over/under is going to be inflated because we're at Coors. I don't think the Rockies, especially since they got rid of Grichuk today, I don't think that their lineup is good enough to help get the over in this game. And I don't think that the Padres bats, especially in the bottom half of the order, minus Gary Sanchez, who just hit 2 bombs today, I don't think that the Padres can score all those runs by themselves. Under 12 at minus 115, 12 is a steep number. And I get it, it's a Coors. It's a freaking launch pad. Everybody scores runs at Coors. But I don't think the Rockies are going to be able to get 4 runs on their own and help push this over. Like, I'm not playing it, but I do like the under 12. There's pretty good value. It's only minus 115. You know, it's not minus 120. If it was minus 120, I'd hold up a little bit, but I do like the under a little bit. And this is the last available line of the day. We're still waiting on official starters for D-backs and Giants. We'll have more on that later, but this is our last play of the day. We got Nick Pivetta facing George Kirby, Red Sox and Mariners. Nick Pivetta has been really good recently. His K rate's through the roof ever since he stepped into the starting role. And I just don't, lineup for lineup, this Red Sox lineup is absolutely superior to this Mariners lineup, and I think the pitching matchup is a push. I think it's even. I think both bullpens are just fine. I don't think that there's a bullpen advantage. I think there's zero pitching advantage in this game whatsoever. It's a pitcher-friendly ballpark. I don't expect to see a whole lot of home runs. The team that does hit for average a lot more and has a much higher on-base percentage, the Red Sox. Guys like Jaron Duran, Yoshida, Justin Turner, these guys are going to get on base. And then the one place in the field that does play well for power is right field. And the one thing that the Red Sox do have that the Mariners don't have is lefty power. Rafael Devers, I can totally see him. If I did have to pick a home run prop, I would pick Rafael Devers to hit a home run. But I'm usually not a home run guy. I can check and see whatever his home run odds are. Plus 400. I mean that's okay, but I'm not willing to lay like half a unit on that. I'd rather the play that I am in love with here is I don't see how the Red Sox are underdogs. I genuinely don't see how the Red Sox are underdogs. You tell me I can get them at plus money against a Mariners lineup that just isn't that good? I mean, Julio Rodriguez. I mean, the man's batting .250. He's got 17 jacks on the year, but he's got to be one of the most inconsistent players in baseball. And outside of Rodriguez, they really don't have anybody in the lineup that Pivetta should fear or let alone respect. I like the Red Sox here, plus money. Yeah. So, last available line on the board. So I'm going to go over my picks. I got Red Sox money line. I like Braves team total over. I like Orioles money line. I'm absolutely in love with Rays money line. Brewers minus 1.5 is fine. And the one game I can't believe first video and I skip a game. Okay. Reds at Cubs. Marcus Stroman, his ERA, you'd say, he's one of the best pitchers in the National League. Yes and no. He started off the season exceptionally well. He was pitching like a top 5 pitcher halfway through this season, and as of late, he's kind of getting exposed. His K rate is very low. His hard hit percentage and barrel percentage is, I think it's upwards of 41%, which is not good at all. If there's one thing that the Reds do have, it's power, and I'm willing to take the Reds plus money. When you give me a guy like Andrew Abbott, who has a 1.9 ERA, and outside of the Brewers, who he just threw 7 shutout innings against, the Brewers are the only team that's shown to be able to get to Abbott, and I don't think that the Cubs lineup. The Cubs just put up a goose egg against the Cardinals with Steven Matz on the mound. You're telling me I can get Andrew Abbott with plus money for the Reds against Stroman, who's in a slump right now? I mean, shit. I will gladly take the Reds at plus 106. This was also another one of my plays, and it's the last play I got on my board. So, there you guys have it. We got Red Sox money line at plus 120. Orioles plus 126 on the money line. Rays minus 132 is the lock of the day. Brewers minus 1.5. And Reds plus 106. So, I would highly advise not parlaying these. Just play these straight. Oh, and we have Braves team total over 5.5. You can get it at minus 118 right now. I got it at minus 120. Yeah, it's still minus 118. But yeah, there you guys have it. So good luck tomorrow, guys. Bet responsibly. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.